Good morning, friends. Namaskar, Sasriyakal, and Adab. Now, this video is my 271st video, and this video we'll be discussing in legal manner how taxation was imposed on these old grand bungalows and when were they imposed. See, most of the cantonments say that the cantonments were made way back in 1812, 1843, or whatever. But when was tax imposed on these? After the Cantonment Act 1864, we had two acts coming in, but tax was imposed under the Cantonment Act 1880. Now, where is it written? Property tax under Section 21 to 24 was introduced. Prior to that, all properties were subject to income tax under Act 2 of 1886. This document can be attached. That, as shown in a receipt of bungalow number 121, Ambala Cantonment, dated 26 July 1898, the Cantonment Magistrate Ambala is charging income tax to the said property. That the very existence of these properties, they have never been government lands or buildings. Earlier, they were paying land revenue, if we presume as per the income tax. That then, after have come under built up estates, and these built up estates were paying income tax. So now there is a difference between a property tax having been house tax till date, that is 2025. Now it becomes important here that I must mention Cantt Manual 1909, chapter of Taxation, Appendix 7, as to how taxation on property to which government is owner or occupied is to be levied. That as taxes levied in a cantonment are practically levied for the benefit of the government, which has to provide for any deficit there may be, being the cantonment fund, no tax payable by government should be levied. If tax imposed on building and lands is payable by the owner, such building, etc., ought not to be exempted unless they are the property of government. If by the occupier, they should be exempted only when government is the occupier. Friends, can anything be more clearer than this? It clearly is reading what you people want to interpret. Please do it. The taxation structure, Quartermaster Journal Circular number 9 of 1894. It clearly reads taxation, an officer occupying government quarters. When an officer occupies quarters, the property of government, if either by terms of in which the tax is imposed or by the arrangement between the government and officer, the tax is one which falls on the officer. He should pay it. But if it is a tax payable by the owner, the government as owner is exempted. Definition of the expression tax on building. Quartermaster General Circular number 21 of 1894. The expression tax on building shall be deemed to include every tax imposed on a building, whether jointly with and land or as forming part of a holding or otherwise, Every tax imposed on the rental of a building or holding, and the whole of every consolidated tax imposed for general mixed purpose. It's so clearly written. Here, the explanation is clearer than the sun, that no tax would be charged if the property is of government, but if owned by an individual or even occupied by an individual, he or she would be taxed. That the same flows from the original land revenue free grants, which were converted into new grants and since then were asked to land revenue, later income tax, and till date house tax. And your and my bungalow has been paying the same since its making and as on date. Understand what is taxation, what is tax structure. Government is been usurping us. Tax had to be on your rental incomes, not on your self occupation. But today, the government, after the 78 and 1980 AVR and annual rateable values, and then the market rates, they've started imposing tax. Friends, wake up. This subsidizes to today's calculation of STR for lease money. So this chain has to be chronologically incepted in your pleadings. Has anybody done this? No. I've been telling you again and again, please talk to me. Please get back to me on the mobile number. Subscribe me on my YouTube channel and listen to more such videos. Thank you. Good.